Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Unloads to the right. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Here's the return. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
Well, first of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Got it in the middle. It's Sturdivant. Breaks free. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
We always talk about Yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! A great catch and run for 6.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Adams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw at Simpson. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he got loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Now improvising. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week's starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Simpson. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They're going to run it to the right. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Lagway. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A first down for the offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Buys a little time. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Gators are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Gators decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The give is to Miller. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They kick it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They think there's room to run to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Ball. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
He'll try the left side.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. He wants to take the top off. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Florida. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Shoots it to the left. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punt is on its way. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him packed up. From their own 4 to start the drive. A delay of game penalty is the last thing you want when you're in this part of the field.
Let's go. Break. Single. Ready.
They'll move the tight end. Here's the give off the left side.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And then negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. A quarterback sneak on 2nd down. I've got to think somebody got confused on the play call. The Gators need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. On the move, it's Ball. Turning it on. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this 2nd half, lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. This one's complete. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Hit as he throws. Working on the right. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Wants to throw again. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Motion from the wideout. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, and right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
They'll run the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards. They don't bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play. They just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
Well, That's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Simpson. That's reeled in, it's Bernard.
This quarterback right now is an improve, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Miller. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds his man, it's Bernard. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Alabama pushing the tempo. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Williams. They forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Backed up now, here's second and long. Sends it back in motion. To the ground with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Takes the easy completion. And runs through another one. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Oh, he's got some space. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, It's ball. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first down from the 28.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On fourth down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. There he goes. Touchdown, Gators. He got a step and just dusted the field. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Ole Miss. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Simpson. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Alabama quickly back to the line.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
And this offense, they just got to find a way to make some plays here. They dug themselves a huge hole, haven't played well, especially in the important areas. They've kicked too many field goals, not scored a touchdown. They've got to find a way to create an explosive play.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Webb. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Extending the play. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They punted away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He gets a block. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. He's taking a deep shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively.
Intercepted, number 19. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field, too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive with a pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film.
Trying to beat the D deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. Ripping through the defense. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
This offense has been anemic all game. They've got nothing from the passing game, and that last play there, the interception late here, that basically tells you the story of how this thing has gone. You cannot say enough about how well this defense has played. They have completely shut them out.
Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Glagway. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He throws into the middle of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida. Ncaa. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Russell. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that fourth down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.